In the late summer of 2022, a ghostly apparition of a familiar face could be seen climbing the slopes of Cumbres Pass. K36, number 488, took to the rails of this famed crossing of the Rocky Mountains as it had for the last 97 years, but instead of the appearance we've seen over the last few years, the original visage of its as-built appearance now took over. Needing a complete smoke box replacement due to the corrosive effects of being a coal-burning steam locomotive, it was decided in addition to backdate the locomotive as much as possible to her August 1925 appearance when she first took to the rails fresh off the Baldwin factory floor from Eddystone, Pennsylvania, just outside of Philadelphia. The vast majority of the interior of the boiler remained the same, but inside the smoke box, the Cyclone front end was removed and replaced with a Master Mechanic front end. This setup involves a mesh that will cause the biggest cinders to fall before even exiting the smoke box. Since the mesh is now inside the smoke box, the traditional cap that would normally be seen atop the stack was removed. In addition, the inspection ports that had long ago been welded up on the original were cut back in. The headlight was modified by removing the visor that was not present originally. Below and to each side of the headlight were original style classification lamps to let those trackside know whether or not the train was a scheduled, extra, or a section. Further below, the pilot mount flanger was removed. Atop the dynamo, steam-powered generator that provides electricity for the lights, a new exhaust stack to mimic the original was placed. On the cab, the plated-over windows between the front doors were opened back up and new glass installed. Meanwhile, the tender behind had its doghouse and vertical coal bunker extensions removed. The length horizontally was not shortened, but in 2023, a new cistern built by Custom Fabrication in Farmington, New Mexico, to replace the iteration seen here arrived on the property. This new cistern is built to the dimensions of the Baldwin factory version. Across the locomotive, a coat of gloss black was painted, and all the fonts matched the original aluminum that came on the locomotive from Pennsylvania. The tender did not receive the spelled-out Denver and Rio Grande Western, however, and in lieu, received Cumbres and Toltec Scenic Railroad. This was requested by the Railroad Commission and is one of the only external variances to the factory version. One of the few changes not made to the 488 was the brake stand, as it still has the 6ET instead of the A1 it was originally equipped with. Let's follow this vision from nearly a century ago along to Cumbres. We'll catch it first as it passes Jukes Tree just after crossing the Rio Chama and coming at us at the first crossing of Highway 17. Next, we catch the 488 leaving the Narrows at Lake Lobato, a stock tank created by the embankment of the railroad grade. Above Lobato, we catch the train rounding the curve at Dalton. In the background, Rabbit Peak rises above Chama far behind. Near Cresco and the state line, the 488 navigates the serrated edge of the hillside. At Coxo, the train blasts upgrade over Highway 17, where we hear once again the single chime hooter in 2022 that would have been heard on her in 1925. We've arrived at the United States' highest active railroad pass, Cumbres Pass, rounding Windy Point. The 488 tops out at just over 10,000 feet above sea level and nearly 2,000 feet higher than when we first found it earlier this morning. You're still here? It's over. Go home. Oh, you already are home. Alright, well, go ahead and check out one of these other videos here. Helps support the channel. And if you haven't already, make sure you click subscribe so you can keep going for more content like this. Thank you.